Hello everyone, I am making a short video about Branwell Brontë, who passed away on September 24th, 1848 of TB. He had been in poor health for some time. He is the younger brother of Charlotte, Anne, and Emily Brontë. They also had two younger, I'm looking at my glasses to make sure they are there. They had, two older sisters, Elizabeth and Maria Brontë. If I'm wrong, I apologize. The two older sisters had passed away at very young ages. They were sent to a Christian boarding school for, I think it was the daughters of clergymen. And they passed away because the school was just, boarding schools, anyway, are just, I don't like boarding schools. Anyway, so Branwell Brontë, all his siblings, he lived a pretty tragic life. Their mother passed away, the sisters passed away. Their father, Patrick Brontë, the stereotypical Victorian father, aloof and strict. Excuse me. My sinuses are bothering me. At the time that Branwell died, he was not as successful as his sisters, Emily and Charlotte. Of course, Charlotte and Emily had more success because, they wrote Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, and Brontë. She did publish two novels, Agnes Grey and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. I think I pronounced it correctly. My sinuses are bothering me. Ooh. And I want to see if Branwell Brontë will come through. My voice sounds a little, my sinuses, but my voice sounds a little froggy. Branwell Brontë, he had went to London, I think when he was just 18, and growing up, the Brontë siblings lived very sheltered lives. Their father, he was a clergyman. He had standing in Haworth, and the United Kingdom where they lived. But, the Brontë siblings, they weren't accepted by the gentry children, the rich kids. But Patrick Brontë, it's like he wouldn't let them make friends with the children of his congregation. So the siblings, kind of just had a world of their own out on the Yorkshire moors, making up stories and different characters and different worlds, because they were all so creative. And they wrote stories in little itty bitty handwriting so their father couldn't read it. My clock. And Patrick Brontë had very poor eyesight. So, Branwell didn't really have much success in London. He drifted from job to job. In Haworth, he spent a lot of time at the Black Bull pub. Pretty sure that's the name. And it's today, it's haunted by his spirit. So I'm hoping Branwell will want to come through and speak to me. Yeah, he just had a very, very difficult life in the shadow of his, more well-known sisters. So yeah, I think, obviously there's definitely some sibling rivalry. And I know it's just a rumor. It is a rumor that maybe Wuthering Heights was his idea, but no, Emily Brontë wrote Wuthering Heights. Is it possible her and Branwell, maybe, had ideas and stories that would become Wuthering Heights? Maybe they, came up with ideas together for what would become the novel Wuthering Heights. That's always a possibility. Again, I'm hoping his spirit will come through, because Yeah, I definitely feel like my breathing is a little, as he died of TB. Back that was called consumption. And I feel very heavy. This, my head feels a little heavy. I feel like my breathing is kind of, it feels restricted. So that might be Branwell trying to come through. Again, at the time of his death, he just wasn't as successful. He wanted to become a painter. That didn't work out. But yeah, I mean, he did have some success. He did have published, poems that were published. So it wasn't like he didn't have any success. And then he worked as a tutor for the Robinson family, Mrs. Robinson. She was much older. The lady of the house was much older than Branwell, and she kind of, they got together, but she kind of just wasn't serious about it. Poor Branwell. So yeah, I do feel my breathing is a little. Yeah, I just feel very. Just a few deep breaths here. I'm getting a vibe. It could be Branwell coming through. But he definitely does haunt the black bull pup. I'm sure that's in there. Terrible. I have a terrible memory. But I'm just getting the feeling that, and I do want to say that, when a person passes away from his physical reality, and there are many realities, he passed away in the 19th century, and like, this is physical reality, this is spiritual reality. So he is very much still in, that reality in the 19th century. But in our physical reality, yes, he's a spirit, but in the 19th century, he is still living that life. It's confusing. But so it's like you're in both realities at the same time, if that makes any sense. But that's what I get. That's what I feel. That's the knowledge that, I was gifted. So there are two different realities going on for Branwell Brontë. So when a ghost, a spirit, haunts this physical reality, where we are now in the year 2024 here on Earth. So when a spirit haunts, they are just coming from one reality to the next. So when I see a ghost, especially a full-bodied apparition, say from the 18th century, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a ghost. Here in the year 2024, this physical reality, that is a ghost. But they are also in the 18th century. So I'm seeing their spirit, their energy, their essence. But in the 18th century, they are still physical. Again, if that makes any sense, I hope so. I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 in November, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning and growing in my abilities. So, yeah. And Branwell seems to be coming through. I can see him. And you'll see photos of him. I know photos of him. Possibly there are photos of Charlotte, Emily, and Anne, but not Branwell. But you can go online and look up, pictures of him, and you'll see sketches and whatnot. But he was very, all the Brontë siblings were, on the short side. Emily was the tallest at 5'6". I'm 5'6". Charlotte was very petite. Branwell was on the shorter side. Anne Brontë, I believe too, was on the shorter side. And that's all I could see all the siblings now. and they were very on the short side. Um, everybody says that John Lennon looks like Branwell Brontë, and there is a very good resemblance. That's a reference, but no, John Lennon was not Branwell Brontë in a past life. No, a resemblance, yes, but no, he was not. If you hear, oh no, I hurt my hand. Oh. If you hear about John Lennon was Branwell Brontë in a past life, no, he wasn't. You don't have to take my word for it, but no, he was not Branwell Brontë in a past life. No. But they do look alike. So I see all. When I mean I see their spirits. I see into their time period. So that's what I mean. When I see a vision into that time period, and I see their spirits. All the Brontë siblings haunt. They still hang out at the parsonage, the Brontë parsonage in Haworth. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm never sure how to pronounce it, but Haworth. Or Haworth. Haworth, I pronounce it like that. In Yorkshire. They are at the Brontë parsonage. Like I said, for the Brontë siblings, Branwell included, they are still in that time period. So I don't feel they have decided to come back in physical bodies. I don't feel that. Maybe possibly Emily, maybe possibly Anne, but I don't know. I don't feel that they have. Like I said, no, he was not John Lennon. Oh my gosh. So, okay, the feeling I get, Branwell's definitely coming through. His sisters are kind of like talking amongst themselves. That's what I see. I see Charlotte with her hands on her hips. She's like, Branwell, what are you doing? Like, why are you talking to that woman? Charlotte Brontë was very much, I feel, the leader of the pack. She was like up front, let's get it done, let's do this. She liked, she really did like all that attention and fame. Very much, a go-getter, a type A personality. And yes, it is true. Emily Brontë just preferred to stay behind the scenes. Anne Brontë, being the youngest, scratch myself, was a little overlooked, and very, very quiet, very, very humble. And Branwell is saying, he just wishes, he hadn't, taken to drink. That makes any sense. I scratch myself. Ow. Ooh, the blood. I did scratch myself. Ooh. He wishes he had been more studious and had the wherewithal, the gumption to, do something more with his life. Just a lot of regret. And I feel that Charlotte's like, I'm just translating into the way I speak. You should have. She's like, her finger at him, like, you didn't pay enough attention. You were always out, messing around and getting into trouble. That's how I see. Again, I'm just translating like how I speak. Charlotte's just calling her. Like, you're a wastrel, you're this, you're that. Why were you out there perusing, going after, women? Oh. But, yeah, Branwell Brontë, I feel bad for him. I really do feel bad for him. He, I guess I just has so much regret. Taking a deep breath. Branwell is saying, his father was quite strict, quite a disciplinarian. His father would just wasn't very kind to Branwell when he made mistakes. He's like, I wasn't a very studious, astute student. I get the feeling I'm wondering, I feel all the siblings had, learning issues. Branwell is saying that, he's saying that none of it just spoke to him, he said his father would just, I probably can't say this on YouTube or I'll get in trouble. Yeah. I was going to leave it at that. You can just, yeah, I can't. Again, his father just wasn't very kind. I know the Victorian era, parents had the right to just, do things to their children. I can't say any of it on. I feel very strongly that I'm getting from Charlotte, Emily, Anne, oh, dear Lord. The older sisters, again, Mariah, Elizabeth. Yeah, I'm just getting, the older sisters. I'm just getting there was a lot. Oh. I know, and yeah, the Bronte siblings had issues. Like I said, yeah, they were very sheltered after their mother passed away. Their mother was very much, their protector. Yeah, Patrick Bronte, what a so and so. I just feel that they're telling me that a lot went on in that household, and just a lot of stuff that just was not cool. And I'm gonna just say right out, this is what I'm getting, this is what I'm feeling, this is what the Bronte siblings are telling me. So please don't come at me. Don't come at me, please. Yeah, I don't want the Bronte Society or whoever owns the parsonage now. I don't want them coming at me either. But yeah, a lot of stuff went on in the household, and their aunts, the mother's sister that came. Well, after she came to the parsonage to look after the siblings after the mother died, and she, protect. I mean, she was strict, but she protected the siblings. Yeah, Patrick Bronte, what a, yeah, heck of a nice guy. Not really. Branwell was also telling me that, my breathing, I just feel like I could feel the TB. I can feel that infection, that disease. That's such a shame. And that's what Emily died of. Anne died of it. Charlotte Bronte, she was going to have a baby after she got married, but Um, she died, passed away. She had really bad morning sickness, but she might have had TB, and yeah, I mean, it's like there's a frog in my throat again, and my throat feels very sore. It could be my sinuses, but I think it's just from, I guess, Patrick Brontë kept the house pretty cold because he didn't like building a fire in the fireplace. He didn't like curtains, carpets, and God, I mean, gee, oh, nice guy. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Um, the other siblings are saying that they just didn't. Their childhood was awful. Even for the Victorian era, it was really, really bad. Is it Anne Brontë? I'm getting from her that Papa was quite, unfortunately strict. Papa was unfortunately strict. Emily Brontë is like, no, I don't want to. She's like, I really don't want to talk about it. Emily Brontë, was a homebody, but Emily Brontë, she's like, I was very frightened. Papa frightened me. He really frightened me. Branwell, it's like, no matter how, he's like, he tried to be studious. He tried to please his father, but, no matter what Branwell did, Papa was never happy. That's all Patrick Brontë did was gripe about everything. Charlotte Brontë, well, I saw it differently. Papa was trying to protect us, but she concedes that also maybe Papa was, far too happy to, punish us. So yeah. Branwell Brontë is also saying that, going to the pub, and it wasn't just about, getting into trouble. I mean, he liked going in there to talk to people, to sketch, just to network, connect, be with friends. It was a getaway, somewhere to just hide, to have fun. Obviously, he did. Yeah. The siblings really just, when they were younger, stuck together like glue. The Moors definitely it was like their playground. Yes, it was their refuge. Branwell is also saying that, part of him would have liked to, he really did want to settle down, be a husband, be a father. Lydia Robinson. Mrs. Robinson. She just, the wife of his employer. No, oh God. No, I'm just, Branwell, he was really in love with her. But when it ended, it destroyed him, and his health really went downhill. So, okay, I think I don't feel Charlotte Brontë anymore. I think Charlotte Bronte's like, I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Emily Bronte's just shaking her head. She says that, she is coming through. I know Anne Brontë, the father's curate, Patrick Bronte's curate, William. Anne Brontë, she wanted to marry him, but she just knows her father would have said no. The very attractive curate. that sent all the sisters Valentines, but he would have liked to have married her too, but she's like, oh, Papa that would never have happened, no. She didn't like being a governess either. I'm not gonna blame her. Emily, yeah, she was a homebody. She said, I just preferred stay at home, but home wasn't very, it wasn't ideal. I want to know if she had any, was she attracted to anyone? Did she have any companions? I'm getting the feeling no. She thought the curate, the good-looking curate, she liked him too. But he wasn't. Yeah, he didn't think she was all that. But yeah, her father was just so strict. Patrick Brontë was so strict. I mean, Emily's like, well, I liked being at home. I had no choice. When her and Charlotte went to Belgium, and Charlotte fell for Constantine Hager, the owner of the school. That's right. Because she wrote to him constantly after she came back to England. And Emily's like, oh. I was like, oh, please. Yeah, people did think Emily was attractive. And yeah, I mean, Charlotte Brontë wasn't as plain as she made herself out to be. All the siblings, I think, and I can see that they were, attractive. Different standards back then, but yeah, I mean, she's like, I had no time for that nonsense, Emily's saying. But now Emily's gone, and it's like, again, Papa just would never have, allowed me to get married. Ugh. I feel Anne, Emily, I'm trying to see, they'll come back, I'm going to come back. They all say, now I'm picking up on, they all say when Charlotte, when all the siblings passed, when they passed away, the mother was there. The mother was there to greet them. And it was like, we left our bodies, and then we were spirit. The mother was there to take them to their side, but they wanted to remain. Both worlds, like I said, both worlds do intertwine, the spirit world, the physical world. But they wanted to stay on Earth, but again, there is no time. There's no time. It doesn't. Especially when we're in spirit form, time just doesn't exist. Time's, all of it mingles together, and just but yeah, I mean, they do see their mother, and they can pass back and forth, but again, they're like, it's all together. It's all together. It's all one. They want nothing to do with their father, Patrick Brontë. I don't blame them. Oh, keeping an eye on my time. Time, right? I'm looking at the clock. Branwell Brontë, he was at peace when he passed away. Like I said before, when we're in spirit, we get it. We get why everything happened. He's at peace, even though in this reality he's a ghost, a spirit, whatever you want to call it. That's what he is in this physical reality in the year 2024 on Earth, to be specific. Yeah, I mean, he just gets it. Why, he chose that particular path. What else before I in the session. There, he's kind of chatty. He's like, he didn't have many love affairs. Not many, no. And he definitely is sorry, when he did behave badly. Yeah, he is sorry for that. Charlotte always was after him, straight. Stop acting like a fool. But no, Anne and Emily were, especially Anne was more protective of Branwell. She always protected him. Yeah, oh, my head hurts. Yeah, okay, Anne is gone, Emily's gone, Charlotte's gone. All the sisters are gone now. Branwell is left. So what else? I think Branwell just, wants to say that never feel bad about yourself when you have personal problems. That's basically what he's saying. Yeah, just don't feel bad about yourself. And what's he saying? If you want to do something, just go for it. Recognize your talents. He's like, yeah, I know I wasn't the best painter. That wasn't my forte, but even if you're not particularly good at something, keep doing it. You will improve. Yeah, Branwell is like, I should have listened to Charlotte. And don't be afraid to get help for your, he says, demons, and strive to do better, but don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. So, is there anything else he wants to say? I'm not sure. I mean, I see him just sitting there. He looks quite young, like, 18, 19. Just on the moors, he's sketching, he's writing, he's this, his son, he's doing all this. But he knows how he's been portrayed in this 20th to 21st century. He's like, I wasn't that bad. It kind of just like, really? That's how they... Yeah, I had issues, but he's basically saying, it disturbs him. Like, really? That's what people think of me? But no, I mean, there are people who come forward and kind of, spoke highly of Branwell. So, hey, yeah, not everybody thinks you were that bad. But he's just kind of laying back, looking at the sun, the moors, and yeah, that's where he is. So, he's waving. Okay, yeah, he's waving goodbye. So he's ready to go. Is there anything else? Anything? He's like, just be yourself. Again, don't be afraid to pursue things, even if you're not particularly good at it. It's about the passion. It's about the art. It's about loving yourself. It's about feeling confident. It's about doing what makes you happy. But also, he's saying, again, seek help. So, okay, he's closing his eyes. Okay, so yeah. Okay, he's out. He's gone. So yeah, again, please don't come at me for what I picked up on. Please be kind with the comments for this video, and put my glasses on. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Bye.